What I'm saying is the following. They have tremendously valuable land in terms of rare earth, in terms of oil and gas, in terms of other things. I want to have our money secured because we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars. And, you know, they may make a deal, they may not make a deal, they may be Russian someday, or they may not be Russian someday, but we're going to have all this money in there. And I say, I want it back. And I told them that I want the equivalent, like $500 billion worth of rare earth, and they've essentially agreed to do that. So at least we don't feel stupid. Otherwise, we're stupid. I said to them, we have to get something. We can't continue to pay this money. I think we've made tremendous progress in the last week. We're dealing with the Russians. We're dealing with the Ukrainians. I think there's going to be something.
Okay, President Trump said Ukraine's Zelensky has said yes and agreed to a deal with the Trump White House involving America getting $500 billion worth of Ukraine's rare earth minerals. This is in exchange for the military aid D.C. has given Ukraine. Now, that mineral stuff is needed for technology like cell phones. We want to get to this news. Let's bring in Congresswoman Claudia Tenney from House Ways and Means. Congresswoman, we know you're very busy. We appreciate you so much taking time to join us tonight. Is there a peace deal in the works between Russia and Ukraine that could involve a land swap with from Ukraine to Russia? Is that in the works?
Well, I can't speak to that. That's something with the White House, and also just something I don't know the details of. But I love President Trump's negotiating understanding of the way we're looking at foreign aid as something that is strategically important to the United States. We're not going to just hand money out. We're going to make sure that there's an even exchange, that we get something in return for the generosity of the American taxpayers. And look at what Ukraine has to offer. It's the reason Russia wants Ukraine back. It is full of wonderful rare earth minerals, titanium, uranium. It's the breadbasket of Europe in terms of producing food for the world. It's got a lot of resources, oil, gas, all those things we could need. Why isn't the United States benefiting from it? And I love that President Trump is negotiating, saying, let's get something for this. We're stupid if we don't. Really, finally, great to have someone with common sense in the mix here.
Yeah, common sense. Have you ever heard of any deal struck like this? I mean, we know that President Trump is sending Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to Ukraine to meet with Zelensky. He's saying the war's got to end, and there's a U.S. delegation led by Vice President J.D. Vance and Trump's special envoy to Ukraine and Russia, retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg. They're going to meet with Zelensky at the Munich Security Conference in Germany later this week. But have you ever seen a president use common sense and say, you know what, what's in it for America?
No, I mean, actually, he's unprecedented. Everything President Trump is doing, really, it seems outrageous to some people, especially the Democrats who are melting down all over Washington, even with the snow falling. But this is something that's incredible to see a business person actually negotiating and getting something for the American people. You know, we are the most generous nation on earth. We give for many humanitarian reasons and others. But when it comes time to ending a war, stop spending the money that we're spending that is not accountable in many cases, or money that, or we're not getting something in return. We're not getting peace. We're seeing a brutal war that's taking place over the course of a couple, 2-3 years now. President Trump is going to get something for the American taxpayers that's going to benefit us. It's going to help us grow our economy, energy resources, the minerals we need to produce the energy and the resources of the future here in our country. These are important assets that the Russians want, that we're going to get in exchange for all the money we put into helping Ukraine.
Really interesting. Fascinating. Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, thanks for helping us out and breaking that down. It's good to see you again.
Thank you so much.